This is 90.9 WBUR. I'm Lisa Mullins. Family members and friends are mourning the two people who were shot to death in Winthrop Saturday afternoon. Police say the gunman was 28-year-old Nathan Allen from Winthrop. He shot 58-year-old former state police trooper David Green and 60-year-old Air Force veteran Ramona Cooper, also from Winthrop. Both were black. The shooter was white, and the incident is being investigated as a possible hate crime. As WBUR's Anthony Brooks reports, Green and Cooper are being remembered today as good people, even heroes.
David Green spent 36 years in law enforcement before he was gunned down Saturday night.
My brother had a unique ability. I think it was unique. He was able to talk to people.
This is Ray Green, who grew up in Winthrop with his younger brother David. Ray says David never married, that he took care of their older parents before they died, and was known in the community as someone who was always willing to help a friend or neighbor.
It didn't have to be like a car wreck or some type of crime. If someone needed help, flat tire on the side of the road, or a person came by today, told me that they had a sick dog. He said, hey, put him in the back seat. We'll take him to the vet. That's the type of person he was all the time, all throughout his life.
But on Saturday night, David Green became a victim of a ruthless crime in an alley near Shirley Street in Winthrop. It was right after Nathan Allen crashed a truck into a nearby house. He climbed out with a gun and allegedly began shooting people. His first victim, according to Suffolk County District Attorney Rachel Rollins, was Ramona Cooper, the Air Force veteran.
Ramona Cooper was simply walking across the street. She was a retired staff sergeant in the Air Force and was shot 3 times in the back.
Nick Ciotis heard about the shooting and was worried about his good friend and Winthrop neighbor, David Green, who he'd just seen that morning. So he sent him a text.
And I said, Dave, please be careful. There's a shooter on the loose. Make sure you text me or call me. I want to make sure you're okay. I never heard of him, but I had this feeling if anybody was going to intervene and run right into the chaos, it would be Dave to try to help save other people's lives.
David Green was shot 4 times in the head, 3 times in the torso, before police shot and killed the gunman. His friend and neighbor Nick Ciotis calls Green a hero and says he likely saved the lives of others.
David Green was the best of what humanity offered. He led a life of personal excellence, and he really cared for others.
According to a statement from the state police, Trooper David Green more than upheld the ideals of integrity, professionalism, and service to others that are the hallmarks of a great trooper. We are heartbroken by his loss. Ramona Cooper, the gunman's first victim, is also being remembered for her service to the country as an Air Force veteran and as a mother and grandmother.
She's a good person.
Her son, Gary Cooper Jr., told WCVB that his mother would help anyone who needed it, that she was caring and selfless. Cooper says his mother was still working with veterans right up until her untimely death.
Yeah, I got sick to my stomach when I found out about it was racially motivated.
Suffolk County District Attorney Rachel Rollins says authorities are investigating the killings as possible hate crimes. She told WBUR this morning that investigators found evidence of racist writings in the shooter's house, including anti-Semitic language and swastikas. Rollins says the shooter walked right past a number of people in Winthrop, but then shot Cooper and Green, who were black. She says, like all murders, these killings were tragic.
But with retired Staff Sergeant Cooper and retired Trooper Green, these individuals protected us.
Impromptu memorials to honor Ramona Cooper and David Green have popped up in Winthrop, and the town is planning a candlelight vigil Thursday evening. For 90.9 WBUR, I'm Anthony Brooks.